In this lesson and in this section, you're going to learn about the different ways to export or save your projects. So pretty self-explanatory, like most applications. In the file menu, you have an option for saving. And this file menu is very long. Where is it? Right in the middle, saving. So if you click save, it's just going to save this as a Photoshop file. If you use save as, you can save it as a new Photoshop file. But what you're really looking for is more of an option for exporting as a JPEG image or a PNG image or some other file type so that you can use this to post online or to print or things like that. So to do that, go to File, Export. There are a lot of options down here too. You could do a quick export as PNG, and that's just going to pick standard PNG file settings, and that PNGs are great because they're full resolution, great quality for uploading or printing, but the file size can be kind of large. So if you want to have the option to export it as another file type, go to File, Export As. And this will open up this new window with all kinds of options for format. So you can choose PNG, JPEG, GIF. We haven't even gotten into this, and we're not really going to get into this in this course, at least right now, but you can actually create videos or animated GIFs with this, GIFs, GIFs, however you want to call it. SVG, which is a vector file. So if you're creating graphics or something like that you're going to import or use in like Adobe Illustrator, SVG might be good. But for 99% of us, what we want to do is save it as a JPEG so we can post it online. Below this, you have a quality slider. So this is literally going to decrease the quality of your image. If I go really far down, it should give us a preview of what it's going to look like. Still looks pretty good actually on this monitor, but you can see the background colors. See how there's waves in there? That's what happens when you decrease the quality of a JPEG. It actually has fewer colors, and so smooth single color objects can start to look a little distorted. Typically, you just want to leave that at 100% unless you're trying to save file. You're trying to decrease the file size. You can see sort of an estimate of what this file size is going to be. So we can decrease this, say like 60, and then you can see that it dropped to 1.5 or 1.2 megabytes, which is a little bit better. You can also adjust the image size. So this is a square, but maybe you don't need 3,500 pixels. Maybe you just need a 1,000 by 1,000 pixel image for posting online. You can do that by typing in 1,000. You could scale it down with these specific scale presets. You can also do another form of scaling here, right here, where you say scale, and you can scale it by up to 3 times. It's a quick way to save your photo or whatever project you're doing as a larger file size. So say you have created a project at 1,000 by 1,000 pixels, but you realize you want to save it as a 2,000 by 2,000 pixel project. You can actually use this scale all option, and it will scale everything so you don't lose quality when saving it. This next option for canvas size actually crops the canvas. So say you realize you need it to be, 800 pixels tall. This is like a last minute option for cropping or scaling the actual canvas size. So not the size of your project, your full image, but the actual canvas you're working on. And then you have options for saving metadata to the image. You can include some copyright and contact information or just none. So if you're a photographer, it's probably a good idea to include the copyright and contact information, which will be part of the metadata from your photos if you're editing them already. Or that can be set up in your preferences. And then color space, convert to sRGB is what you're going to want to choose. Then you click export, you choose where you want to export to, hit that return button, and it's going to save it. So if we go to our desktop, find this photo, we now have this 1,000 by 1,000 pixel photo that we can share online however we want. And really quickly, I just want to show you where you add that metadata option. If you're curious, go to File, File Information, and here's this window where you can add all kinds of information. So the author information, you can add keywords, copyright information for if it's copyrighted or not. You can actually create a template if you want, so that this is applied in the future if you want to add this to all of your projects. So all kinds of information here that you can add. There's different preset sort of information you might need or want depending on the file type as well. And then once you add that, click OK, save it, and you have that option for including the metadata that will actually save on the file itself. Cool. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in another lesson.